Give me a number between 1 and 29.
It's 23.
Oh, that's annoying to count. I'm just gonna pick approximately 23. Let's play Jackster the Pro. Sounds like a new name. Never played him before. Ooh, provisionally rated. Okay, let's play e4. Just gonna play normal chess. Hmm. Let's play very normal chess. I'll play this. Hey, I'm exchanging. I wonder if this is the exchange that Toilet Noggin was talking about. But now I have to remember what to do in this position. It's a common mistake for beginners to take here and then run into queen d4. I think I'm just supposed to castle. I feel like I've only played the exchange Roy like once or twice on Lichess. Toilet Noggin with 1,000 bits. Thanks, Toilet Noggin. You're incentivizing me to play this opening more and more. I think d4 is a move. I'm trying to remember. I actually used to play this when I was like younger. D4 is usually the main idea. Like, get rid of this pawn, get a little bit more space. I'm actually curious if he takes, if I can play e5. And probably there's bishop c5. There are cases where black plays f6. Actually, like taking and then f6 to discourage e5. Pavlovian Eric. Yeah, if you give me bits at certain junctures, you'll train me to play certain openings. Um, Now there's two strategies in this opening. One strategy is to trade everything and win in the king pawn ending, because white has the uncrippled majority. Wait, do I take with queen? Wait, now I'm conflicted. Because taking with queen looks really attractive. Yeah, let's take with queen. I have to look up the theory afterwards. I just like the fact I'm attacking g7. Maybe he'll play f6. I mean, if he doesn't play f6, then e5 is coming. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's two strategies in this opening. First strategy is trading. The second strategy is just attacking in the center, because white's more developed and white's castled. But now it's a bit more difficult. E5 doesn't quite work. I mean, this looks really tempting. It's a battery, and it's a pin. Maybe I'm preparing e5. What is a meadow hay trap? I don't know too many names of traps. Maybe I've seen it before, I just don't know that name. There's ideas here of just attacking the bishop. Like bishop f4, bringing the knight to c4. So I can't complain. a4, e5, rook a3. Oh, where you sack the exchange, and then minor pieces are better than rooks in the middle game. That would be interesting. Yeah, bishop e7 was actually a move I was hoping he wouldn't play, because now I pretty much have to trade queens. if my if I move my queen off the d file, I lose the rook. So do I take on d8? Probably I play bishop f4 first. And I'll probably go for the strategy of trading, which probably makes Toilet Noggin happy. And if he takes on d4, probably take with knight. Then c7 is the target. He would have to play like bishop d8 or bishop d6. But then we can trade more. Are there still issues with the stream? I think it's okay now. I hope it's okay now. It's been green for a while. Okay, so yeah, there's pretty much 2 moves for black. Maybe there's 3 moves. And if he plays bishop here, I probably don't want to take. Unless I do want to take. Decisions. Okay, I'm gonna facilitate more trades. I'll play knight e2. We'll trade off the bishops. In this case, I unleash the rook, so basically provoking him to take on f4. And it's going to be a fun situation, like 2 knights for knight and bishop. 2 knights will usually coordinate better. And this bishop's restricted. Like, you could play bishop g4, but then f3. Question here, how do I want to develop everything else? I feel like a lot of people would play knight c3. But this move makes no sense. The knight's just restricted. Knight a3 to c4 is a possibility. I mean, the knight is probably best on c5. Unless he plays b6. I'm going to start with a4. This is actually a very typical move in these structures. Because if I can play a5, I try and clamp down on the queen side, and then maybe I bring the knight to a4. And he'll probably complete development somehow. Oh, also I have some ideas of rook a3. Whoever was mentioning a4, rook a3 in the chat, I think you left some kind of subliminal message for me to do this in the game. Are those chess trophies behind me? Yes. Yes. Actually, there's 2 bowling trophies up there and 1 tennis trophy, but the majority are chess trophies, which I want to get rid of. I'm thinking of doing like a giveaway where I hold a tournament, or I do some random like just subscriber auction or just raffle, because they take up so much space. I just have to figure out like logistics and shipping, because some of them are heavier. Okay, so he castles kingside. If I were black, I would have played a5. I would have tried to neutralize. So now I think a5 looks nice. I'm in no rush. Be patient. If he plays b6, I never take. Just leave the pawn here. What's my best bowling game? 253. I bowled it when I was in 7th grade. It was such a good game. It was in such good form. I was getting so nervous towards the end. And it was like a part of a series. I think a 3-game series. I bowled like 680 or something. But I haven't gone bowling in a while. It used to be my favorite thing next to chess. Um, have I played Farmville? No, I don't play those stupid games on Facebook. That's not my thing. Knight g6. I mean, I could capture. Toilet Noggin would be happy if I if I trade more. Um, but will I be happy? I probably. Actually, he gets a square for the bishop. Yeah, let's trade. This will be an instructive positional grind. Now I'm playing knight c3 with purpose, because now I actually have this maneuver, and b6 is not so preferable for him. And if he plays bishop e6, then he's leaving himself with 2 targets for when my knight does reach c5. It's hard to stop knight c5. When I play knight c5, he might have to drop back to c8. And the great thing about this position when it comes to like endgame situations in the exchange Roy is that it's very easy for white to make a pass pawn on the king side, because later it's just a matter of playing like f4 e5, and it's impossible for black to make a pass pawn on the queen side. So people play this opening kind of with this long-term intention in mind. And I feel like it's going to work out nicely. It's kind of like being up a pawn. Like I have the king side majority, and his queen side majority doesn't mean anything. Yeah, this was probably the best move. Let's put the knight in place. And then it's still a matter of patience. Let's start with f3. I just want to improve my king. I feel like white should have more improving moves than black will have improving moves. And when I say improving moves, it's just about optimizing the pieces. Maybe someday gaining space, putting a pawn on h4, maybe g3. Rook d6, good move. He wants to double up and control the only open file. I can't really stop it, and I don't want to capture. So let's play king e2. We might actually trade like everything. This is going to be funny, because if he plays here, I'll play king e2, and then we'll get into a situation where it's knight versus bishop. I'm expecting him to take twice on d1. Everything coming off the board. I mean, he could leave the tension too. If he leaves the tension, I probably double up myself. Now there is a 5-second increment, so he shouldn't flag, but he is getting low on time. Okay, this is going to be instructive. I hope people are learning stuff. So the first goal is to bring the king probably smack in the center. This bishop's so restricted, like the bishop's just tied down to this pawn. I mean, he could consider b6. Okay, he's gonna put his king here. and then I'll put my king here. And if he does play b6, I probably just drop back. And the pawns are a little bit weak. Could even drop back here. I mean, the question is, where does the knight ultimately want to go? Thinking like d4 or f4, which means it's a debate between b3 or d3. Let's do this. I might very well end up sacking a pawn on a5. Oh, he wants to play king c5. Interesting. The Betsman, thanks for the sub. Well, there's actually some decision making to make, especially with this tension. Because this idea, like if my knight moves and he plays this and this, it could be a bit irritating. And he wants to do this to chase away the knight. So maybe just f4. I mean, this is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. And if he plays bishop e6, I play knight d4. I might even just want to trade off, like, the knight for the bishop, because the king pawn ending should be winning. Also having ideas now of c4, c5. Give him triple pawns. That would be fun. Well, time is going to be a factor. Okay, c5 is played. So now c4 doesn't make sense, because then he plays this and this. So let's go for this. I'm really never scared if he takes. If he pushes, closes things down, my pawn is safe on a5. And there is immediate knight c4 ideas. I was just calculating, like e5, taking on e5, knight e4, king here, doesn't work. So my knight needs to find a happier place. Bits from Synergy. Thanks for the bits. What do? I don't know what to do here. Thaddeus, thanks for the sub. I think I'll play king d3. Feels weird. It feels a bit weird to put the king on a light square. Ariel was taken. Thanks for the sub. Guys, I have to focus on this game. So if you're gonna sub after the game. But I put the king on the light square because I wanted to play e5. Like, I wanted to make this work where if he takes, I play knight e4. He plays this, and then I play c4. Wait, that doesn't work at all now because he just played b5. So let's play knight f3. No, let's play h3. Calm move. Restricting bishop g4. Maybe preparing b4 or g4. He could play c4. I don't know how explosive it would be. I play king d4, he plays c5. Play king e3, he plays b4. And then I play c3. Like, eventually the queenside pawns will just become locked up. And then he'll flag. Pawn c4. Yeah, let's go for this. He has one idea of doing this and then winning that pawn. But I should be quick enough on the king side. It could turn into a race. But that's okay. I have my running shoes. So I think I should probably start with c3. Yeah, I'm just going to be patient. Because he's kind of stuck, so why not gain more space? g4. Or do I play knight f3? He wants a draw. Wow. But I don't want to draw. Yeah, g4. Let's start with this. The great thing about this position, I can kind of play on and try a bunch of different ideas. I'm going to try the non-committal ideas first, which involves like this move. Maybe if he plays g5, I take and I win a pawn. So that's reasonable. Maybe f5? Put the king on f3. Maybe my knight can come here someday. Or maybe I'll just go for like h4. And then I'll win connect 4. I'll be happy. I can just imagine him like suffering right now because he's so low on time, like just shaking with every move. Do I play f5 here? Gives away the square. But knight d5 is accessible. Also knight b6 could be played. If this were a longer game, I would just calculate, like, try and find the winning idea, but it still takes work. I have a feeling f5 should actually be winning, but it seems very committal. Yeah, maybe my knight does not want to be... Where does my knight want to be? I think the knight wants to be on h2. It feels weird, but it's only square that defends g4 and has access to f3. Belgium novice with a sub. So now, yeah, let's start with this. Because I want to play f5. And then I want to play knight f3 to chase the king away. And now we're going to get this classic situation where, okay, after a few more trades of pawns, I'll more easily be able to make a passer, hopefully. Start with king f4. Or maybe I'll just play like g5, g6, and then just push this pawn. Okay, so he wants to break through. Or even better, I can play... Did the stream just freeze again? What's going on with the stream? Okay, it's back. I was going to say, even better, I can play g6 and then bring the knight to h5. Oh, but now it's a race. Wait a minute. g6, bishop g8. Knight here, king here, here, he takes. I take, he takes, I play here, he plays here, I play here, he plays here, I play here. Way ahead. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a fun finish. Wait, did I calculate that correctly? Here, 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 here. Yeah, I did. Well, all credit goes to Toilet Noggin for inspiring me with this beautiful opening. Good game, Jackster the Pro. Yeah, that was kind of a feel-good game. I don't know if I played like the most accurately in this ending. Like, it took some work, a lot of maneuvering, but I wanted to play low risk chess. I was happy with knight h2. Because if the knight's not in h2, then g4 is not defended. So my king would have to stay here. And if I go for f5 so soon, then king here. I mean, maybe it would still work where I would still do this and this, but... Anyway, Stumperino, the newest sub, gifted again by Toilet Noggin.